review of the Transformers Studio Series Constructicon Hightower from the Revenge of the Fallen movie. So, this latest wave of Transformers Studio Series figures finally hit Melbourne, and it is a pretty good wave. I mean, he's probably the weakest of the wave, Hightower, just because of how weird he is, but otherwise, it's a nice enough wave. Starting with the box, let me just move him to the side. This is the standard Studio Series box that we've seen before. He is figure number 47. Hightower on this side, Devastator on that side, and there is a picture of the Hightower in both robot and vehicle mode. Those are the other two figures on the wave, which they are really nice. I'll be reviewing those soon enough. And the bio is that basically he combines with the other Constructicons to form Devastator. And yeah, he comes with this same backdrop that we've seen with the other Constructicons. The pyramid scene from the Revenge of the Fallen movie. You can not put him there just because of how his legs work, but no, maybe have one leg up, one leg down. I don't know. He also comes with this set of instructions, which are, I guess, clear enough. I mean, he is a pretty simple transformer. Doesn't take much to transform him, and he does transform into. At first, I thought it was another hand of Devastator. No, he combines with scrap metal to form one of the arms, and I'll show you how that works later on. Now, looking closer at Hightower here. Like I said, he's not a bad-looking robot at all. Has the same insectoid head that the other Constructicons have. He's, aside from, well, he has all these molded black plastic. Not much paint, but you know, there's a lot of molded detail there, which is nice. It's hard to see in the camera just because the camera is focusing on these bars, but there's some robotic detail under there as well. The legs, I guess the legs make up for the lack of posability because there's so many joints in these legs. It also has to have this Hightower. See what I did there? I do believe this wasn't a hook before. It's like a bucket before, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this has no articulation at all. Yeah. From the back, that's it. There's not much to see anyway. In terms of articulation, the head is on one swivel there, another swivel at the end, and then the end does have a ball, so it does rotate there, hinge up and down, hinge up and down, hinge up and down. So fairly expressive, though I wish you can rotate this as well. That would have helped in posability. Maybe have a rotation there or a swivel there or something. But anyway, these legs have a hinge joint there, swivel there, swivel there, swivel there, hinge there, swivel there, and these do that. So it's a lot of joints on the legs. Aside from that, this thing does go up and down at that joint, and then there's another joint at the bottom, and this one does go up and down, and this doesn't move when in this mode, but yeah, it's free to move in vehicle mode. Now taking a look at his size comparisons, and you can sway his legs wide, sway it high, But say at that point, let's compare him at that point with some other figures. So here he is with the other Constructicons. Here's Rampage, the other weirdo of the bunch. Here's Long Haul, still my favorite of the current Constructicons we received. And then here is Scrap Metal. So I mean, they do look good together. Oh, and then just for perspective, here they are with the figures I'm gonna review soon. Here is with Drift. So here he is with Dropkick. Even Scrap Metal is taller than these two. So here's the other Drift I was gonna use for comparisons. And here's Bumblebee. So yeah, I mean, these Constructicons, say what you will about these Constructicons, but they're much taller than the normal deluxes, which I like. And lastly, just for reference, here's a comparison with Sideswipe. So yeah, out at the top of the head in that configuration, he is about as tall as Sideswipe. Now to transform him, I mean, transformation is pretty simple. Push the head in, unpeg this from the back, so they just peg those two pegs, just slot there. Unpeg it from the shoulder here, it just tabs there. Now what you want to do next is fold this in that way, in such a way that that peg will slot into that slot there. So you should position it oriented this way, oriented this way. Do the same on the other leg. Okay, orient him that way and just squeeze it in together so that that pegs into that slot. I'll show you the one. There you go. Show you the other one. There you go. So they just fit snugly there. Now those slots will slot into those holes there. So just position that way. Might need to open it ever so slightly. Just allow it to squeeze in. That's it. And then it's just a matter of, okay, so that slot, that peg will slot into that slot over there. Don't know if you can see that, it's a bit dark. And then that slot, or that peg will slot into that hole there. That should hold everything into place. Do the same for the other leg. Go. And lastly, raise this up. Raise this up. Do with this whatever you will. I just push it down like that, and there you have. Push the hands down. or else it will catch. And then there you have, focus, and there you have Hightower in its vehicle mode. Now it does have wheels underneath there, but it's not free rolling, so unless you're in a very smooth surface, won't really roll that well. Push this out to allow the head to sit deeper in. There you go. But still, even on a smooth surface, it doesn't roll that well. Yeah. In terms of details though, I mean, it is lacking in paint, but otherwise, you can see what they're going for. There's the cab, treads. This is obviously not a normal piece, but that's not too bad. Let's have this movable, posable hook, which is nice. I wish it turned, but no. And it does have this claw, which I guess shouldn't be a claw, but more a digger thingy. Something's wrong with it. It's not focusing. Okay. Now for some comparisons with the other Constructicons. Here is Hightower with scrap metal and Rampage. And long haul here. Like I said in my other video, just going through based on the cockpits. I think long haul here is way too small compared to the rest, but otherwise they do look good together as construction vehicles. The other thing is I'm happy that Hasbro is giving these figures to us at this rate. Not because I don't want to see Devastator, but it gives us a chance to, appreciate the individual pieces before we get to the main show. It was probably when these all form Devastator, no one will split them up anymore. We'll just keep them in that mode. Anyway, now the last thing I wanted to show you was how to transform that guy into combine mode. So transform into combine mode, it is pretty straightforward. So first thing is you remove this hook, take out the head. Now unpeg this from there. Oh, unpeg this bottom part from there, and then peg that peg into that hole, which basically just raises the threads ever so slightly. Do the same on the other side. There you go. Extend the combiner port. Extend this. Turn the head around. Don't have to, but I think it's best just to give him more posability. And then put this so where the head meets the neck, put it there. Yep. Now there's not much clearance. Maybe it's better if you do it that way. Let's try again. Oh, it's about the same, but yeah, there is a head there, but that is how it looks. And then you have this port here that will combine with scrap metal. So let me show you that. So transform this into hand mode. I can keep this here. Okay. Now with this guy in claw mode, what you do is use this peg here and slot it in that hole there. Now this takes a bit of accuracy just because the size of the hole is just big enough. I mean, it's good because that means it's not gonna be loose. And yeah, look, this thing doesn't want to stay on. Maybe if I squeeze that in a little bit together, squeeze, peg that there. Yeah, there you go. That is gonna be the full, what was it, left hand of Devastator. Let's raise the camera a little bit. Yeah, this thing is gonna be massive. So for size comparison, that's him in Sideswipe. I mean, can practically carry Sideswipe in his hand, which is cool. Can't wait until we get the rest of the pieces. And we've seen that these have individual articulation. Now we also know that the thumb will have a few points of articulation. Now it will be pegged to scrapper on this combiner port, and it does seem like the port is a bit strong. I mean, it will fall if you wiggle it, but it will hold for most poses, I think. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm so excited for that. Final thoughts. I guess the only real reason to buy Hightower is if you're forming Devastator. He is a weird looking robot, not to say it's a bad looking transformer. He has his charms, but you know, without his other Constructicon brethren, just looks plain weird. So yeah, buy him if you're forming Devastator. Otherwise, I mean, ignore the entire Constructicon set, in my opinion. Anyway, so if you like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, do subscribe, share my video, and as always, this has been Grim Trigger. This has been Hightower. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.